this away quick. Turned out pretty okay. Ooh. I'm tired. What did I do today?
Are you cold?
No, I'm not too cold. Hi, baby girl.
Just tired.
I'm tired. Well, I got up at, opened my eyes, it was right before 6.
Oh, you did get up.
But I don't ever get to just lay there.
Just rest.
I don't get to lay there and wake up. I gotta get up and freaking get dressed and get Artie out. Cause he's the oldest, and I don't want him to have to hold it, you know?
That's good.
So we get up and out, huh, Artie Pants? And he appreciates it real lots, huh, Artie Pants? This is a do, Mom. You just do it. You just get up and put on your slippers and your pants and just go walk around the yard. Go boy, Artie Pants. Oh, good old man. Come on.
He sure is a good dog.
They're all good dogs, huh? And Stanley's a good cat. Where are they? Where's Stanley? He's over there. Alright, let me do my talk. I just got freaking hit by a sleepy bomb. Oh. Wake up a little bit. I was laying down. I was just like, oh, dang, I got a talk scheduled. I better get up and do this before it gets too late. Mom's sore today.
You back?
Huh?
You back?
My arms. I think I need to take a break from that.
Oh, the weight.
Yeah, I think I've been doing too much. So tomorrow will be an off day. Physical fitness is important, but it's also important to let your body rest. So it's balance. How long has it taken me to figure that out, eh, Ma? You watched me. You got to be the witness to watch me evolve from that weird little freaking autistic kid that could never sit still, as I still can't sit still. And then, I can sit still now. I got a lot of energy.
You always have.
Yeah, always have. And that's the important part, is that it took me a lot of years to figure out how to use my energy and put my energy forth towards constructive things. People got energy and they're like, oh, I got all this energy, I feel really good. And then they put that energy towards things that are destructive, harmful to themselves and others. So that's kind of bright. Let me hit that one more. It's my production light. It's a little pyramid light I got. And it pops out and then it charges by a tile. Has a solar tile, so it charges. I put them in the window during the day and it charges. Or it has the mini USB port. I like those lights. I don't know, one of them dissolved. It had like this residue on the outside of it. It smelled like if you stuck your face in an old coffee can that they stored crayons in. That's what it smelled like. And you took a big old whiff of all the crayons. That's what that residue smelled like, and then the plastic started breaking down. So hey there, Kev man, welcome. Where are you from, Kev man? I'd like to know a little bit about your part of the world. What's going on in your part of the world? Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Heoka empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. It's a pretty quiet day. We're experiencing the same day over and over right now. It's one of those periods of time from whatever start time it was that, If you go back in my talks, I've had several periods like this, that we just mom's good with the routine. She's better with the routine than I am. Routine and structure benefits me, although I do like adventure. And it's hard to find adventure in blocks and increments of 2 hours. But once the bridge opens up, I live 2 miles. Look it up on Google. Worcester, Mass. All right, my buddy Carl is up there. Carl's up in Massachusetts.
That's a long way.
Are you military? Are you prior military at all, Kev? Man, I'm curious, cause the fellas that find my tube, they seem to be airborne.
Oh.
The old airborne. There's like a few. Billy Bob Riggs or something like that. He's watched my videos from back when I was. He'll comment every now and again.
Uh-huh.
Billy Bob, but he was airborne. Carl was in the military. So it's a frequency. 11 degrees now. F that. See, that's the thing. The sons of mother, it's a liar. The sons of mother effing liar. And let's see what it is here today. It is, we haven't had clouds in several days, but we got that hazy silver stuff after they freaking were spraying the skies all day long. Day before yesterday. Friday. No, it was yesterday. And I was like, man, they are really putting this up. Today it was 52 degrees. Tomorrow is about to be the same. But it feels like it's 70. Yeah. I tell you what, because, I don't know, it's ordinarily not that warm here. And then we're going to have a dip. And it's supposed to snow like overnight, Sunday, Monday, but Mother Nature's gonna have its way. That's it. So many people are playing God on this planet right now. They don't got no discipline. They're just like, I'm gonna do what I want, and I don't care who it hurts. I don't care what the consequences are. I don't care if it hurts me. I don't care if it hurts somebody else. I'm just gonna go around and do whatever I want. It's just weird, the lack of discipline. Are people just not taught to discipline themselves? See, because I was taught things. Mom taught, situations would come up in life, and then she would explain, now this is your choice. You can go this way, or you can go this way. But you're going to make the choice. Every Thanksgiving, she would give us the choice. It was just me, Mom, my brother, and me and my brother, and we were so poor, and we had to satisfy a fucking judge that never even laid his eyes on us kids, but knew my grandparents, who, my dad. So they just, people use the law to make things difficult for people. The law is used and manipulated, and it's turned into something. It's my landlord. Hi, Melinda. Is everything all right?
Yeah, can you do me a big favor?
What's up?
We're still in Santa Fe, and they let the chickens out. Can you just go lock the door?
Yeah. Are they going to be in? Yeah, no, yeah. I will absolutely do that. Do I need to feed them or anything?
No, just lock them in.
Oh. I don't want that to happen, so I'm gonna grab my flashlight and run up right now.
Thank you so much.
Your safe travels. God bless. Okay. Bye. I'm glad. I gotta run up quick to lock the chickens in because they're still in Santa Fe.
Oh my gosh, that's a long.
I'll be right back. Good girl, Luna. Oh, I bet the cats hadn't eaten either.
Well, the way they had it,
Huh?
the way it was set up.
I figured it out, yeah. Well, it's dark, too.
Oh, I bet your feet
And
are
then
cold.
I stepped in chicken shit everywhere. Talk about chicken shit. Being a bunch of chicken shit. Well, it's funny, you used to say things, that's a bunch of chicken shit. Yeah, I just lived it, Ma.
You just lived.
Was that you being a fortune teller?
Yeah.
I gotta put on my other shoes though, because my feet hurt, or I at least gotta put on slippers.
Yeah, and it's gonna be cold on your feet.
Okay. Whew. Whoops, my bad. Brr, cold. Nope, not prior military, but I came super close to joining the Air Force. I'm glad you didn't, Kevman. 2 of my friends, all 3 were supposed to go to Boston.
Boston, huh?
Yeah.
That's a long way.
I left out of Sacramento.
Huh?
I left out of Sacramento. You know what though? That's the thing is like people. This whole country is based on people that haven't done anything for themselves that tell other people to do this. Think about it. Do as I say, not as I do. Think how far back does that go? I'm Native American, so I'm like, psh, whatever happens to this freaking country is karma as far as I'm concerned. It's a the story of my incarnate all the way slipping down through Mom. I mean, it's a miracle. I mean, it's amazing that we made it, and we got such a good story too. There's so many stories. What's happened in your life? Well, I went to college. Stanley, get up. Yeah, and then I've been working at my job. That's my uncle's. Yeah, it's just like people just don't have really miraculous lives.
You had an uncle?
I was just using an example, Mom.
Oh.
On my YouTube talk here. I'm no tribe, man. Mom was adopted. I'm telling people all the time, ain't no tribe ever embraced us. Yet we have relatives in the tribe. But when like I come up and I'm like, hey, I'm about to go down and talk to the people on the Pueblo and down here in Taos and see if there's any history around the 1950s of a young Native girl being born with 2 club feet and being turned over to an orphanage, because that's my mom. So yeah, we're no tribe. See, that's the thing is I fell for that too. I fell for that too. It's like if you have the right blood or the right lineage, you're going to be embraced by other people with that. No, these people they don't got the heart for it. Their heart is to hinder and not to help. So they're like, nope, we got enough family members. We don't need no more. And we're not so welcome. So I know, Ma. It's just been you and me for a real long time. Now I'm hot again. I got this darn thermal shirt on because I went out earlier into town. That's better. Get a little circulation there. It was such a pretty day, though, man. It was such a pretty day. I stopped by the park to see my friend Augustine, and he wasn't there. Just some people. I don't know. It seems like people are out of control. There's so many people that are like freaked out about stuff. They're just trying to escape their lives. So I don't know what it's like where other people live, but where I live, I just like this fentanyl crap is just like it's a drug, and people freaking. It's just a drug. It's just another drug. It's just another means for people to escape, their problems instead of facing them. It's more of that. And I listened to Joey, the gypsy guy, and he talks about because he used to do heroin and stuff like that. And I'm just like, dude, I just never even wanted to. I guess maybe it's because my friend Johnny McGarity, Jimmy's twin. Maybe it's because he OD'd back in 2000. Yeah. And I knew him since I was 15, and maybe it's because of that. That I don't fuck with opiates because it kills people, and I don't want to die.
It does.
You know, and so when people, you know, it's Russian roulette, and it's like if you in so much pain, I'm in constant pain. I'm constantly in physical pain that reminds me of things that you know, because things hurt in my body, caused from injuries that happened a long time ago, but I constantly get to, you know, be in the present moment. That was then, this is now. You know, but the pain is just always persisted, and it just constantly reminds me of the incident. And and all I do is flour, man. I'm just a stoner. I make my cookies. I smoke my weed. That's it. You know, I quit smoking. I don't drink alcohol as much as I like to, because that's why so many people indulge, because it numbs you. Numbs the emotions, numbs the body, you know. But it takes me to places I don't want to go. You're 1/16th, but I don't know what tribe. My great-grandfather on my dad's side was 100%, but my mom is like 20 something. Like, mom, we're Spanish and native, so it's probably likely, like, I mean, like, our story is wild. We are surrounded by Spanish natives. I mean, she has cousins around here that we found in Ancestry that I emailed. One of them's just on the other side of the Colorado border. Patricia Vigil, Vigil, V-I-G-I-L.
Is that her name?
Yeah. And, I mean, she's a first cousin. Betty Romero. I mean, all these people are around here, so.
Romero?
I mean, we're right back where we were. We're surrounded by Cisneros, and that's what you suspected your original last name was at one point. You know, and they're everywhere around here. Taos. I mean, the fact that we ended up here from Salem, Oregon, is a miracle.
It is a miracle.
It's a freaking. Mom knows what a miracle is. I'm gonna let the landlord know that I closed it. I poked a hole in something, though, to lock the gate. Because you give me a job, I'm going to do it. I said, close the gate. Okay. That's cool. I'm glad that they thought to call me, because they're still in Santa Fe.
Santa Fe?
Yeah.
Where do they live? So do they live in Santa Fe, or do they just...
It's closed. No, I guess they're just down there for the day, you know, just hanging out.
Yeah.
I wonder who stayed with her mom, or for her mom they can't be still down there with her mom. No, her sister had to come over. So her mom's gonna be, in 4 days, she's gonna be 96 years old.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm like, when I went over and brought the rent check, on the first, I brought her a big bouquet of flowers. I said, so now you can celebrate all week. Hell, celebrate all month. You know what I mean? Celebrate every day that you're alive, you know? And that they were just like floored. Like they couldn't believe, you know, that I brought them flowers. So that was pretty cool. I love making people. When I lived in Oregon, I haven't done it here because there's so many freaking pretentious, self-evolved people. Because I know it, because when I used to act like a pretentious, self-evolved person, I acted like the people that I see out there. That's how I acted. That's how I know. When I see people act like that, I'm like, oh, I used to act like that when I was in my pretentious, self-evolved era. You know, you got to be aware of your behaviors and how I carry myself out in the world and stuff like that, you know. But today, I went grocery shopping this morning, and that's like an outing for me. And I dance around the store. And people I dance around the store with my little shopping cart. I mean, I'm a trip, man. I'm way more fun in real life than I am on the tubes. That's for sure. That is for sure. I really hope maybe one day people come to if they want to come to, because it's a nice place to visit, and there's hiking and not a lot of lakes, little puddle things really, but there's skiing. I don't care about doing all that stuff, but I'd be glad to, when after the bridge opens up, it says it's February 28th. We'll see. They already pushed it back once, and when has the government ever said anything true? Yeah, so but come out, visit. It's a wonderful place to visit. It's nice and cool where we are, and there's places to stay, Heck, we become buddies and pals or whatever, you come back, I'll make a spare room. You come stay with me and I'll cook for you. I like to cook, so better talk about what I wanted to talk about tonight. Take it into consideration. Years ago, I was in recovery for a number of years. 14. I went to meetings in recovery. I'll just share about it in a general way. I'm sure people understand what I'm talking about. And in order to make these things happen, it's not just going to a church and setting up chairs and you put a, dollar in a basket or whatever. It's more than that. There's the business side. If you look at the money of it, there's a lot of money related to it, because there's people that really give more than, So anyway, it's just another club, They just have less overhead because they use other people's buildings, just pay rent. Yeah. Anyway, so I was involved in the business side of it. So I did the district. I had to go to these meetings that were fucking lame and boring, and because they made me, I was the representative of some of these groups and some of these meetings that I went to. I don't know. One of the girls that nominated, and it is a 2-year commitment. I remember I was my temperature rose. When I got the one position, it was like a girl that I dated for 3 weeks. I felt like she did it. Oh, she really needs to get out of her. It was like a malicious thing to inconvenience me.
Oh, she would.
Right, so she nominated me, and then everybody, oh yeah, make her do it, because it's a shit job. Nobody wanted to do it. But hey, that's okay, because I've had a lot of shit jobs and I can still be the best in that position, even though it's crap, because it has more to do about me. So people have been throwing stuff at me my whole life, and I'm just freaking, all right, whatever, I can take it. Can you? And mostly they can't, because that's why they dish it out, because they can't take it. They're a bunch of cowards, bunch of freaking mental midgets, They got money. See, that's so funny, is because all these people, they have so much money because they have no skills. Oh, I have skills and not a lot of money. But I don't need to use my money to do shit like fix my car, because I can do it myself. I don't need to use my money and repair anything. Except I'm not a plumber. I don't like plumbing. But that's my point, is I have the skill. And I would rather, use what God gave me and teach whoever wants to learn what I have to offer. Because I will give it to you. And I will give it to you for fun. And I will give it to you for free. And if it is worth something to you, then give it back. And that's how I work. Pick your price. You pick. I sent a disc off to a guy the other day. I wish I would have listened to it first. I didn't even listen to it. Because actually the format on disc in 2000, it probably, the technologies now, like the DVD. Well, that probably would have, maybe, because it's an 06, my DVD player in the van. Oh, yeah. But anyway, he was in a band, and I posted a picture of it on Facebook, and he's like, dude, I'll give you anything you want for that. Because it's the last one that exists, as far as he knows. And it was a live show at the Millhouse Pizza Place outside Old Shasta. You volunteered there, Ma, in Old Shasta, outside of Reading. Yeah. Yeah, on the way to Whiskey Town. Yeah, it burned down. So it's not even the same world anymore. It's very sad. So, So, he sent me a message and he said, he's like, hey, can I get that that disc? I'll give you anything you want for it. And I was like, I'll tell you what, I'll make you a deal. I said, I'll send it to you, and then you give me whatever it's worth to you.
Did he do that?
I don't know. I sent it to him yesterday.
Oh, we just got
Yeah, so the story continues to unfold.
Oh,
You know, maybe it means nothing and I never hear from him again, you know. And he's just the guy that we hung out on 6996. We went and jumped up. Speaking of Whiskey Town, we went and jumped up in the lake. We hotboxed the car. We smoked doobies all the way up from Shasta View Boulevard. That's where he lived off Shasta View. And we drove freaking straight up to Whiskey Town and freaking just ran full board through the freaking shrubs and just down the path just as fast as you can and just plunge because we were hot because it was summer. It was 6996. It was the 9th of June of 96. And so you get all hot and then you run down and jump in the water. I can't do that no more. I can't jump into cold water no more. I watch people do these ice water plunges and these plunges. It's the anthrax vaccines. It ruined me. Like the idea of that. I had my last failed relationship. She would always tell me just because I go out and I tense up. My body just wants. I go out and I hit the cold and I worked on the flight line in fucking Nebraska, man. In the wide open, like having to fucking check oil in the dipsticks and just like out servicing equipment. And I'm like, fucking bullshit is this? You know? And my body has changed. I have to use kid gloves now. With a lot of things. I encourage people. I don't know why, like football players, baseball players, they don't do nothing. I mean, slide around what maybe, but football, why they do that to themselves? Because everything I've ever done, I feel it. Like every ache, every pain, every sore. Like when Nicole ran over my foot. She spun out in her Ford Maverick. The scar's still there. Yeah, Mom, just be lucky you forget this stuff. You know, I mean, just falling out of trees, landing with my ankle at a 45 degree angle and not breaking a bone. Although I tore the tendons in there. And then and that happened, I was 15. So 74, 84. So I was like 89, right? And then I didn't have surgery on it until 2005 when I was in the military. Because I'm like, dude, I keep rolling my ankle and it keeps popping out. And, you know, and then when I came out of surgery, it's like, well, the one was completely severed. And then the other one was just hanging on by a thread because there's the one that goes, there's only two that hold your foot to the bottom. And so for all those years, so now I got all these bone spurs and stuff like from just rolling it and just like bruising the bone because it would pop out and pop back in and just like I would be, and I don't care because if I'm in pain, dude, I am not concerned about what freaking people think about the experience that I'm having, right? Unless they're coming up to be like, are you okay? Are you okay? And that never once happened. As many times, I mean, I've like dropped like on the corner of Watt and Arden, traffic everywhere, and it popped, and I'm just like floored. Because the pain hits me, and I'm just like, it has to take me a minute to freaking come back into and then, okay, now get up, now walk away, you know, and I'm just like this, and I have to walk home because my brother's like, you gotta walk to work. I'm not gonna pick you up.
God, he was mean.
Oh, he's mean guy. Yeah, so the world hasn't done me a whole lot of favors, which has in turn been the ultimate favor. Because I've become independent, and I look around at people that call themselves independent, and I fucking laugh. I laugh at them I look around at all the people around me that are just not capable. They're just not capable to freaking barely navigate through life. I mean, watching people in the grocery store is just amazing to me.
Oh.
Like, they just get stumped. And then I'm like, okay, I guess I'm going to go. And then I dance there. If everybody's just going to stand there and wait for somebody, I'll just go. It's like, okay, until you all figure out what you all are doing at the grocery store, I know what I'm doing.
Yep.
You know, and I dance on through. And I mean, people smile wherever I go.
Well, you have a good smile.
They smile wherever I. It was a pleasant experience.
Yeah, you have a good smile.
I talked to the lady at the I wore my shirt, and there's a dispensary here in town. It says straight people like rainbows too, and it's in the color wheel. See, because we're all just shades of the same color spectrum, and what matters is what you do with what you got. Is it all about money? Is it all about what you want to do and be damned is it all about living that best life? All the while the cracks of society are getting... I don't care if people have a good time, go on vacation, do their stupid little conferences, all that stuff. I don't care, but it's like, what are you doing to help other people along the way? You know, you got all that abundance. You ain't giving nothing to nobody else? You know? Oh, you're giving it to those non-for-profits, those false-for-profits? Those that people give money to? And then they get a tax write-off for giving money. It kind of takes away the spirit of giving, don't it? It's how Satan wins, folks. Just living for your life. That's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Satan wins when people do whatever they want, eat whatever they want, hump whoever they want, whenever they want. There's no loyalty. There's no freaking nothing sacred anymore. It's all about, my man holds the OnlyFans camera. You're both twisted. You'll be back. These souls are just going to have to keep recycling and recycling until they get it. We could have heaven on earth if people would just freaking enough with their freaking twisted perversions. And I'm not even talking about the freaking sex ones. I'm just talking about just like their gluttony in purchasing in abundance and their desire for power and having to control and all that. That's about all I got for now. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.